Hi ladies, it's Pam from Flaunt It Fitness UK and Fit Mums and Bumps here. I just wanted to go through a little video about pelvic floor activation, how you incorporate your breath, your pelvic floor and your posture into getting that effective pelvic floor contraction to help strengthening. So it's really important to do your pelvic floor exercises because they help to keep your pelvic organs in place. So your uterus, your bladder and your bowel, it helps to keep them all up where they should be. It also stops you from having any kind of leakage from the front or the back passage, which we refer to as incontinence, which can be urinary incontinence or it can be anal incontinence. So the two things can happen due to a weakening in the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor also has a function in your general core, so it is regarded as part of your core, and along with the transverse abdominis, which is a deep abdominal muscle that wraps around the spine, and the multifidus muscle that runs all the way down the spine into the lower back. So these are muscles that all can combine together to work effectively. So one of the first things you need to do to contract the pelvic floor properly is incorporate the breath. Okay, so we're thinking about as you're taking a big breath in through the nose, you're feeling your rib cage expand and you're feeling your tummy expand at the same time. And then as you breathe out, you feel the rib cage deflate and the tummy come back in again. So place the hands onto the ribs and go for a big inhale through the nose. Breathing in, then exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Do one more of those for me, making sure as you breathe in, your rib cage expanded, so your fingers come out a wee bit further, and then as you exhale, they go back down. Take the hands across your tummy, across your belly button, breathing in, and then breathing out. This can be a wee bit more awkward to get if you're not used to doing deep breathing. So think about there being a balloon in your tummy, and as you inhale, you're trying to inflate that balloon. So breathing in, then breathing out, and once more breathing in, and breathing out. So we're thinking about incorporating the rib cage and the abdomen as we're doing our in-breaths. To get the effective pelvic floor lift, the activation when you squeeze from the pubic bone to the coccyx, that's the Kegel, and then you want to get the lift up towards, as if you're zipping up here, lifting up towards the belly button, up in towards the rib cage. That gives you a deeper pelvic floor contraction, and we want to do that as we breathe out, because the position of the diaphragm lifts as we breathe out, so that gives you more room to lift the pelvic floor and contract. Okay, so taking that big breath in, breathing out, thinking about zipping up and contracting the pelvic floor. And that should last for your entire out breath. Okay, taking a breath in, then exhale, lifting up for that entire out breath. Keep that going, keep practicing with it. Inhale, then exhale. Keep trying. So as you are getting that exhale, as you lift the pelvic floor up, you might find you get a little bit of a tightening through the lower part of the abdomen, lower than the belly button, and you might also feel that you get some activation in the lower back muscles as well. That shows you that all parts are working together, so that's a good sign. Okay, so focusing on focusing on getting in the breath first, and then incorporate the pelvic floor lift in with the out breath. And the last part you want to think of is getting the pelvic floor to relax as you breathe in. So as you're exhaling, you're contracting, and as you breathe in, you need to let the pelvic floor go, because we don't want to keep that contraction there. Okay, the final part we think about, so we've got the breath and the pelvic floor lift itself. You're thinking about your posture. So if you're kind of sitting trying to do it like this, you're not going to get that deep breath. So you need to think about opening out through the chest, drawing the shoulders back, and having your pelvis in a neutral position. So sometimes we can be in this position, sometimes we can be in this position, but we want to be somewhere in between. So how you do that is think about into this position here as far as you can, that's point A. In this position here, so push your tailbone back, that's position C, and then think about moving between that and making the movement a little bit smaller and getting that position which we would refer to as point B, and that's the part you want, which is what we call your neutral position of your pelvis, and that will give you a stronger, more effective contraction through the pelvic floor. With regards to doing this throughout your fitness Pilates exercises, when we do the exhale, trying to incorporate the pelvic floor as much as you can as you do that exhale. Some of the moves, it'll be much more difficult, like if we're in a split stance where we're in a lunge where one foot's in front, one foot's behind. If your feet are out wide, that'll be a wee bit more difficult to get the pelvic floor contraction, but we want to try to incorporate it as best we can. One of the things I always tell my class members is that if you're going into that, start the exhale and get the pelvic floor contraction before you start the move. So for example, we are doing a squat. So we would inhale on the way down, start the exhale, get the pelvic floor, and then start to rise up. Instead of breathing in and then doing the move, then the exhale, think about the exhale, the pelvic floor contraction, and then the exertion move, okay? Hopefully that helps. If you've got any questions about it, please don't hesitate to drop me a message and ask, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.